Hi, it's Sai and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have some very exciting information regarding the Battlefield Battle Royale. This is a Battlefield community update that has been released by Battlefield Comms over on X, and it's an article explaining everything we need to know about the upcoming Battle Royale. So obviously up to now, all we've seen is a little snippet from the end of the Battlefield release trailer, and that was like showing you the Ring of Fire, showing you some people in a golf cart, etc. However, today we have had a massive update on the Battlefield Labs and also the community update on the Battlefield Battle Royale testing. So this is very interesting to see, and it basically describes everything we need to know, from weapons to the gas to everything. So let's get into it and see what they have said. So it says, this week we begin testing a new addition to our Battlefield universe, a Battle Royale built on Battlefield's unique DNA. The information and feedback from players in Battlefield Labs will be incredibly valuable in helping to refine and deliver this experience. The details below are intended to help players understand our philosophy for this mode and to provide context for participants in the upcoming Battlefield Labs test. So, as I've mentioned, they are going to be testing this and trialing it, and everything that we read today, they're going to be absolutely putting through the ringer to see how it plays. So that is very, very good, and it's very gives us a confidence boost that this game is actually going to be playable when it is released. And yeah, I think it's a very, very good thing overall for the gaming community. So they then go on to say, Battle Royale, the Battlefield way. We see a great opportunity to infuse the core Battlefield pillars of class-based squad play, tactical destruction and vehicle combat into the Battle Royale genre to create a high-stakes and adrenaline-pumping gameplay experience. This is Battlefield's twist on the classic formula, so you can expect to find all of the core principles taking place within this mode. That includes gadgets, explosives, destructible environments, which we'd all expect from Battlefield, and vehicles to secure the win. So you're going to be able to use tanks and things. Carnage, that's all I have to say. Carnage. They go on to say Battlefield at its core. So then they talk about some of the key elements within the maps, of Battle Royale, and how things are going to actually play. So it says key elements players can expect in this test. Map. Battlefield is no stranger to epic maps. We all know that. And this all new map has been built for the Battlefield Battle Royale experience. It features a diverse array of tactical points of interest, each with distinct layouts and themes that offer unique gameplay opportunities. So this could be POIs, name different things. You know, one thing we saw from the, if you've seen the leaked Battlefield Battle Royale map, then there was like a golf club, there was some built up areas, some more rural areas. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. Next thing they have is the vehicles. Players can find common transport vehicles around the map and even unlock powerful armoured vehicles to turn the tide of battle. So that's including like tanks, it could include quad bikes, the cars, the MAVs, the rest of the transport vehicles, helis, jets. There's so much going on. The intent is to offer more ways for players to traverse the map early on in a match and to create interesting combined arms action in the process. So obviously what they're saying there is that they want to create a very intense get-go and also create a situation where everyone's not just running a certain class or a certain gun. It is massively combined. You know, you're coming up against assault, you're coming up against SMGs, you're coming up against the recon class. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to see if they can make that happen, because I feel like that's what is needed for the Battle Royale for Battlefield. Then they go on to tactical destruction. Obviously, we all know destruction is in the game. You can topple buildings and things. So it says destruction will be everywhere in this mode. From creating pathways through walls to toppling buildings, we look forward to seeing players' ingenuity with destruction and how they use it to defeat their opponents. It will be very interesting to see how they do incorporate the destruction into their gameplay, the people that get to play this, because it'll be very interesting if there's people sat on a building somewhere. You don't have to worry about them camping, because you can just have your teammate who's running engineer RPG their face and their building comes down. So it could be very, very, very interesting. Then squad play. For this test, Each match will feature 100 players organized into 25 4-player squads. So obviously you're going to have quads to start with, 25 teams all fighting it out on this Battle Royale map with 100 players in total. Whether they'll increase or decrease that, I'm going to presume that's what this test is for. So yeah, that will be very interesting. And then it says they are fighting to be the last one standing, obviously. Communicating with your squad through pings, text, or VoIP aims to boost the experience and enhance their tactical options. It then mentions second chances between the support class revives and mobile redeploy options. There are multiple tools to keep your squad in the fight. So that means there's going to be redeploy opportunities for maybe buying teammates back, reviving them obviously if they go down. I wonder if you can crawl. I'm going to presume they probably will add that. Obviously you can drag someone back, so that's obviously going to be interesting. And yeah, let's see how that plays out. And then it says the deadliest ring in Battle Royale. So this is the deadliest gas or anything we have had in a Battle Royale or ever seen. It says we set out to bring the most dangerous ring in gaming to Battle Royale that instantly kills players upon contact. With urgent warnings as the fire approaches, soldiers will be pushed into more intense firefights as the game space continues to shrink. There's no jumping in and out of it, no using it for cover, no walking through it. If you get caught in it, you are done. Finito. Dead. That is it. You touch it, you are dead. I think it's going to create some absolute chaotic end zones where the circle is small. You got 10 or so players in a little area. They can't go in the gas. There's no way out, no breathing space. It is going to be absolute carnage. We're excited to see how the ring affects the pace of the game, like I've just mentioned, and how it creates spontaneous showdowns. I think it's going to make it absolutely breathtaking, and I personally think that this is a very, very good thing to try and to see how this works, because it will be very interesting to see the absolutely intensity that it creates in the Battle Royale matches. And then it goes on to classes, training, and traits. So each squad gets to plan and choose which classes they will bring to the battle, from a balanced squad of all 4 classes to a more focused squad that's all 1 class. So you can play, obviously, all of you on different classes. You've got Assault, Recon, Engineer, Medic, or you can all use the same one throughout your entire squad. Your team will use the unique strengths and weaknesses of their class to adapt and overcome the unique tactical scenarios they encounter in the Battle Royale experience. So that literally could be coming up against a tank, a heli, a jet. These things you've never seen in a Battle Royale, they're going to be coming up against for the very first time, and it's going to have to change the way people play a Battle Royale. Once a match begins, players are not able to change their class for the rest of the match. So once you lock into that game, and it looks like you get to use, I wonder if you get to use your custom gun from the start. I'm going to presume not, because I'm going to presume that it is just gadgets and things that you get from the start. But yeah, once you've locked into that, there's no changing it throughout the game. Players start the match with 2 default gadgets from their chosen class. So yeah, it looks like you get the gadgets from the start. During each match, players level up by earning XP through a variety of methods, such as defeating an opposing player, bonus for finishing off a squad, or completing missions. Be on the lookout for intel cases. Finding these is crucial as it will provide XP to the whole squad. So it looks like there's different things for getting more XP for your squad, and it will be interesting actually as to whether the XP works throughout the game. So once you get throughout the game, whether that builds up, or whether it is just overall for your level and for that class level overall. So after each game you'll get a certain amount of XP, you'll level up, blah blah blah, and it'll be carried into the next game. As players level up through their class training, they will gain access to new traits that enhance their chosen class and give both them and their squad a tactical edge in the match. One example would be the Assault class being faster in equipping an armor plate, which makes them harder to defeat in their next or current firefight. So like I said, whether this will be throughout that game, you have to get to a certain point in the game or get a certain amount of XP before this is activated within the game, or whether this is just something you unlock for that class, and once it's unlocked you can carry it into another game, just continuously carry it into separate games. We'll have to wait and see. In Battlefield Labs, we'll be watching how players use the classes to build the most effective squads and how their unique traits contribute throughout each game. For example, Just how critical is the support class's supply crate for maintaining ammo? How effective are engineers' abilities when using or fighting against vehicles? So it looks like they're going to be looking to see what things need nerfing, what things need balancing, what things need buffing perhaps, especially sort of things like supply crates and the medic crates. How good are these going to be? Are you going to need them in the game as much as they think you're going to need them? So it'll all be determined throughout this testing, and it's good to see that they are testing all of this because it means that the game should come out a bit more balanced than if they didn't test it. And then it says the arms race. Throughout each match, players will explore the map, complete missions and battle for loot to define their arsenal. There are 5 tiers of weapons to loot along with attachments, throwables, gadgets, strike packages, armor, upgrade kits and custom drops of favorited weapons. So that must be your custom weapon right there that you can set up before the game. And then you got things like strike packages. It says airstrike. So is that a kill streak? We'll have to wait and see. A bit like obviously you got the precision and you've got the mortars and things on Warzone. We'll have to see whether that is that. I'm hoping that I somehow feel like it shouldn't be, because I feel like if you're going to do that in this game, it should be your teammate in a jet basically. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Obviously, without seeing any gameplay, this is all just theoretical. Armor obviously is your armor plates. Gadgets is obviously what you come in with in the game, and then throwables is things like your frags, your smokes, etc. And it also looks like you're going to be able to loot weapons and also put attachments on them weapons while you're running in the game. So, you know, if you've got your own personal weapon, I wonder if you could swap out an attachment if you needed a different scope, or you found a different scope that was better than the one you're rocking straight out. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see that. These items can be found across the experience through general loot crates, class specific crates, unlocking armored trucks, mission rewards, or looting defeated enemies. Missions will have squads try to complete objectives that offer extra rewards to gain a competitive edge over their opponents. Tasks range from unlocking high value caches to planting explosives to eliminate mission critical targets. Mission details will outline the available rewards like a weapons cache, vehicle key or mobile redeploy unit, leaving it up to each squad to decide if the risk is worth the potential reward. So that looks like the way that you're going to be able to have access to get into like armored vehicles, so like tanks and things. And it also looks like you're going to have access to a mobile redeploy unit, whether that will be for yourself or for your whole squad. I wonder if that's some sort of spawn beacon. We'll have to see, but I would suggest that it probably is that, or some sort of redeploy once you die. Once the mission objective is complete, rewards are airdropped in, so squads should stay alert for others who may attempt to steal them. Now, we all know that's going to be fun. That's going to be so funny watching someone calling a tank, grabbing it and killing them with it. It's just going to be amazing. These missions are crafted to challenge your squad's teamwork and reward precise execution under pressure, with the potential to shift the momentum of battle. Loot, armor and how players engage with missions are key to the flow of play, and we can't wait to see how players connect and push these areas of gameplay in Battlefield Labs. It will be interesting to see whether the missions are vital and if people use them to most effect, because obviously in sort of Warzone and things, you do the missions, you get money, you can buy more UAVs, it affects your gameplay. So let's see how this affects, because obviously you're going to be getting things like tanks and massive rewards. Massive potential to change a whole game right there. Dropping, testing this new mode and all of its features with the community is the true power of Battlefield Labs. That it is. We are excited to hear about players' experiences as they explore the ins and outs of this Battle Royale, done the Battlefield way. We look forward to sharing more details after the testing is complete and we've reviewed the feedback from players. So it says here as well you can join the Battlefield Discord server, and also you can sign up to Battlefield Labs for potentially playing this, but I would imagine by now they've probably already got a lot of people signed up and that you're probably going to have a slim chance. But you can still go sign up if you really want to via this link right here. So that is everything in terms of what to expect if you are playing it whenever the test is, or if you're just excited for the Battle Royale to be released like I am. It's very interesting to see all of this. It'll be very interesting to see how it plays out, because it's probably 100 and millions of different ways you can play a game, and I'm gonna say it now, each game is going to become completely different from the next. The routes you might take one game could be blown out and exploded in another game, or have a tank sitting next to them in another game. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm really excited for this one. Smash the like and subscribe if this helped you, provided you with more information on the Battle Royale, and also if you're excited for the Battle Royale to be released. Without further ado, I hope you enjoyed, and I really hope to catch your faces in the next video. See ya!